exactly what we were doing, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And
pretty much.
like exactly. And I thought it was interesting that I mean, Leviathan, he's not Woody, but he's no slouch either, you know.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, although of course, he's probably doing solo. He's probably doing solo Southbound all season, but nevertheless, I mean,
I usually try to use the chat box to do the request instead.
so
Yeah, if you need gold, you can do the killing. I'm just gonna swap to my Boon of the Hoarder.
I don't really need the gold, no, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Just because I kind of, just decided to bump bump in, kind of thing. So if you need gold, you can do the killing. I can just sit
Okay.
back.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm right now. I'm after keys. I'm after keys more than I'm after gold. I've got 3 billion, so I'm plenty good for gold right now. Yeah. So anyway, um, I was figuring, if being, I mean, I don't, I let's see. Yeah. Okay. So he's doing, of course, he's doing solo self on hardcore. All right. Uh, but nevertheless, I figure if we're on par with, where Leviathan is in his progress, although of course he's making it a lot harder on himself, but nevertheless, I figured, okay, that's pretty good because I'm confident that he's been putting more hours in this weekend than I have and you have. So
Hmm.
he's already at P1150, but he's looks like he's doing, yeah, the strafe and pale.
Yep.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Oh my God, Evil AI! I just started. Thank you for the big raid. We're doing some key runs right now, so it might not be that interesting. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I just literally started the night of collecting keys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That you picked me. I appreciate it. Out of all the people that are currently streaming, thank you. Yep, just starting the keys. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh,
Speaking of which,
speaking of which, I should have a bit more backspace. I'm so terrible at my backspace all the time.
there's the goblin. He's dead. Probably dead already. Um, yes, I thought, I was streaming on Friday night, but
Hmm.
we were so busy, I really couldn't pay attention to anybody in chat, really. So I decided to, I don't think I streamed yesterday. I didn't stream today, but I'll start streaming again tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to wait until I can, you know, it's a bit more chill.
Hmm.
If people are in chat, asking questions, I can actually answer.
Hmm. And hello everyone as well. I'm usually a gear checker. I just actually I while I just before I started, I saw someone asking for like gear advice on one of the discords that I'm looking at, and I did a little like 5 bullet points or something. So I did start already the gear checking process yet again. And yes, I haven't set up my God DH yet, so I'm just using the strafe impale to do everything, literally.
Yeah, I'm curious to see your strafe impaled planner though. I also, yeah, I guess I should check out Leviathan's too, because he's got the link to his planner in his stream. Uh, just curious, because it looks like he's doing well, making good progress.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go back.
Yes, I
Especially if
was just about
I
to.
mean, I'm just yeah, I mean, like between you and Leviathan, for example, just look and see, what what variations there are compared to the planner posted on Maxroll, the
Hmm.
official build guide. Just curious to see what variations.
Just swapping my Bariza on my follower. All right, picking up whites and blues because those convert better. And I'm using cold because I'm just not changing my default bracer. It came with 20% cold, so I just stuck with it. Not gonna change it until it becomes a problem.
I think Brax mentioned in his Strafe Impale video that, I think he probably said something about cold might be better for speed and, fire better for pushing.
I've used lightning as well early on, so lightning works too. Lightning or cold is fine for like the beginning. Fire just feels a little underwhelming, like for the lower stuff. Oh, there's a star, and yeah, you'll be back shortly. You can TP on me for the Rift Guardian if you don't want to walk, or it's just so close, doesn't matter.
No, it's very close.
Yeah, I was just gonna go grab my star.
Okay.
That was a lot of white materials.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm at 2.1k again, white materials.
And then,
Alrighty.
all right, perfect.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. So we got our main gems from 65, 65, and 50 to 85 each with those GR95 runs. And since I am down to 19 keys from like 30 something, was it? 30, yeah, it was 30 something. Um, so I need to get keys. It might be really boring now, but either way, let's go ahead and get it done. Once again, I appreciate oh, got this Battlefield of Eternity again. So to explain, now earlier I was running this when everyone popped in, and I want to say that whenever you get this map, okay, especially early on, if you really struggle with your white materials or the reusable parts outside of bounties, you can take advantage of this specific normal regular Battlefield of Eternity, and instead of rushing through it like a regular speed, I mean, obviously you will clear it up very fast either way, but what you can do is, go through the map and get all these armor racks for your white materials and salvage so that you can rack it up. Whereas a lot of the other maps that don't have as many of these, you know, racks for white materials or reusable parts, then you can just do it like, under 1 minute or whatever that people are usually doing them. But I would say that you should always try to take advantage of this map early on in the beginning. Obviously, down the road, by the time we get to the middle of the season or whatever, then it doesn't really matter when you have like 10k, 20k. But right now, if you don't and you need to craft a lot of stuff, you want to make use of this map when you do get this map. And then sometimes this map also has goblin packs or something. They hide in a corner. So you might want to explore all corners or at least listen for the goblin packs in certain corners. So right now I'm just trying to you know, target all the armor racks because I'm only at 2.3k because I also converted to the yellows. So my yellows are way ahead because I've been converting. So now I have to get my reusable parts back on track. So you want to use this map to get your reusable parts. And of course, you pick up legendaries and reusable parts, basically. So you try not to pick up like yellows or whatever. You can do that on any other regular one if you do pick up yellows at all, So you can just. Oh, speaking of Goblin Rift, guys, I just randomly said Goblin Rift, and guess what? Can you hear them? I was just randomly telling you guys about them. But I guess the one thing that I was wrong about was that I said that they were going to be in a corner or something. This time they weren't in a corner or anything. But it was just quite coincidental that I actually got a Goblin Rift, like a pack right there. So, yeah. So sometimes you see if I just went through the other way, and let's say I did get the Rift Guardian, unless you actually listen for them, you might miss them because you go too fast. Like, oh look, I finished this rift. Let's go back and close. So like sometimes you should just take this map a little slower and full clear it. Like, I mean, for the reusable parts, just slow down on one or two. Or for example, if you get a cow like regular cow rift, it has 10 floors. I know going down floors seems like a pain in the butt, right? But at the end of the day, if you get cow, like depends on how many regular cow rifts you get, right? If you get like about 100 in the whole season, then it's not a big deal to just close right at level 3, right? But if you only get like let's say 12 out of the season, you know, slow down for those 12 regular cow rifts, you know, just play it out. So yeah, I'm just going around collecting. Did I just click a yellow? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Thought I clicked the yellow. Well, here I will be clicking a yellow though. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I gotta clean up. Even though I have it. Oh, I guess I have a shield, so I'll just make use of the shield first, I guess. So yeah, just take some. You might get a Goblin Rift, So if I took the other way around, I might not have hurt them because I would have gone this way, right? Let's say I've gone this way and I rotate clockwise. They were right here, so unless I from this clockwise might have completed it much faster, then you wouldn't have hurt them. $4.99, ridiculous. More white materials. See, I went from 2.2 to 2.7 now. It's not that many, but you can convert to whatever you're missing. And the best is when you get the Archon Sash. If you get Archon Sashes, imagine if you get like plenty of Archon Sashes, you basically double up the amount of looting. So see how many armored Rex I've already clicked on this the like a bigger version. Like this is a relative size one. So, this is quite a lot. Still have this area to go through. So let's salvage again. See, I'm at another 126. So like, you know, if you don't like bounties, just take advantage of this map. Otherwise, you can do bounties for your regular materials, obviously, because it comes in a bulk anyway. But it's up to you. It's like there's about 30 armored Rex, I believe, at least 30 to 40. See, double sash, double Archon sash. So now there's a lot of yellows that I from that Goblin pack. So like, if I collected all these white materials, right? This third Archon stash in a row. Um, so let's say I didn't have 6k crystals, right? And so I converted so many now. I have almost 3k reusable parts. These goblin, these yellows that these yellows that I got here, you can go to the cube and just convert all the white materials that you just got into, you know, if there's like, what is it, 16 yellows here or something, that's 1600 crystals right there. Yay. So that's that floor. That's this. Well, even the end has two. Okay, so let's just check real quick. What's the next floor? Okay, it's I've spent enough time on this one. So see 3K. So it was 800. So I got 800 out of that floor. All right, let's close. Excellent. So now you know, if you want to get back on track, hope that the next map isn't that map, so then you'll go back to your regular speed.